in the next couple of minutes, I want to show you exactly how you can start making upwards of $30,000 per client in your agency. And I'm sorry, but this is probably one of the main reasons that you're still stuck below 5 figures a month with your agency. And you're kind of in this position like my man Dagobert right here, where you're kind of shaking your wallet, you're looking at your bank account, but that kind of just doesn't go up that quickly for whatever reason. And I think I have the reason right here for you, and I want to show it to you. So how can you go from this clients paying you about 4,000, 3,000, maybe even 8 or 10,000 to this right here, a single client paying you 32,440 euros and 49 cents, which is about $35,000. Okay, how do you do that? Well, the secret right here is, if I reveal it real quick, this. So the client right here stayed for a pretty long time. See, the payments they have made are from February 2023 to October 2024. So the 3 magical letters right here are LTV, okay, lifetime value. It's going to be very hard to go to a client and having them pay, 30,000, 35,000 upfront. And they just, you just go ahead and say, yeah, the price is going to be 35K. Most people are not going to be wanting to spend that just like that, which is fine. Okay, it is fine. You just have to work on your LTV, which is your client lifetime value. Okay. And you see this was made in 19 transactions. So this means the actual amount of money the clients are paying you on retainer doesn't even have to be that high. Even if that's like 1,500 or just 2,000 bucks a month, which you can easily sell people on for that, as long as you keep them long enough, every single one of these clients that you sign will be worth a lot. And see, everybody's focusing on getting more clients, client acquisition. I know, because those are my most popular videos. But I can tell you that you'll probably make way more money if you focus on actually retaining those clients for a very long time, just like here. Because there are 2 options. Either you keep on taking clients on that pay you a lifetime value of 5,000-6,000 and they churn because they pay you 1,500 for like 4 months and they just churn away, or they pay you 3,000 for like 2 months, 3 months, and they just go away. Or you can have one client paying you 30 to 35,000 on average or minimum, and upwards of that. I have clients whose lifetime value is even higher than this because they have a higher monthly rate, but I want to actually demonstrate how this is still possible without even charging like crazy high ticket. And one of these clients is worth 5 to 6 one of your clients. So you can either go ahead and acquire 5 to 6 times more clients just to make the same money. Not even just to make the same money, because you'll spend more time and money on acquiring these clients, so to make way less money. Or we can just focus on this. Now let's talk about how we can get this crazy lifetime value, and I'll keep clients for over a year, or even 2 years, upwards of 2 years. Okay, because that is like pretty much the longest time my clients stay with me. It's like upwards of 2 years, 2.5 almost now. So how do we go from clients leaving after 2 to 4 months and only spending 3 to maybe 12K total with us, to clients regularly spending $30,000 plus with us, and turn the Dagobert with the empty wallet into the Dagobert who's coning up the money? Okay, let's talk about it. So there are a couple changes that you can make right now, which will make this huge difference in your client's lifetime value. So you have to see it like this. The clients with a low lifetime value are here, and the clients with a high lifetime value are here. And this right here is the client journey. Okay. And this is the biggest thing that will make the difference, okay, if clients pay you more or less. So let's talk about the specific things that you need to improve in your client journey to have clients pay you that much money. So here's the journey filled out. Okay, let's quickly walk through this, and you will change how you run your agency after this video, and also how you treat your clients. So the first step actually starts before we close a deal, before we even sign a client. It's the expectations. So if you're the type of person who sets crazy high expectations just to close a deal, who overpromises just to get the sale, then you will be stuck in this position forever. Okay, your agency will never really grow. You can't do that. You have to set clear expectations to the clients, and that will ensure that they won't churn after like a week or a couple weeks. Okay, so don't overpromise and underdeliver. If anything, underpromise and overdeliver, because that will surprise them. So just be honest. If your service takes a whole 4 weeks to ramp up and to get your clients some content done and to get the first couple of sales, then just tell them that. So it takes 4 weeks. Don't expect anything for the first month at all. It's just laying the groundwork, the basics, all that kind of stuff. Okay? Be honest. It will make you more money in the long run. Because otherwise you're getting the client, you're selling them, you're collecting a little bit of money for like the first month, they're churning after the first month, and you have to repeat the whole process, invest so much time, money, and effort into finding more clients, closing them, and then having them go after like a month or two. It's not worth it. And so the second thing is right after you close the client, which is the onboarding process. So now after they've spent so much money with you, even if it is just for the first month, as an example, like $2,000, they are expecting things now. Like you talked about and like excited, and the onboarding is actually the point where the clients are the most excited to work with you. Okay, they just made the purchase, they're hyped. Okay, and so now if the onboarding process is shit, meaning it's slow, it's unorganized, the clients don't know what the fuck is going to pay, and they haven't heard from you like in a week because you kind of forgot about like getting them up to speed and then onboarding them the right way, then that high is going to come crashing down and they will want to leave very soon again. So the best onboarding process, in my opinion, is an automated one, like basically where you just have a certain set of steps that the client needs to complete or the client goes through right after paying you. Okay, I actually have a Zapier automation who sets everything up for me right after the client pays. Like if once there's a new customer created in Stripe, it will go through a whole list of things. We'll create their Google Drive workspace, we'll create their game plan doc, and it can also even show them, like send over a video, which is like an onboarding video where you explain everything. Again, like you congratulate them on starting off with you and everything, and like kind of mapping out the journey from here and out, what they can expect, like an actual onboarding video. Those things they feel amazing. You get like an onboarding email. After they join your slate, you can send them a personal message like an hour or two after the sales call if you're closing the deals yourself. You can say, hey, super excited to get going with you. Like those are good onboarding. It gives your clients a really good feeling. And it makes sure that high that they have, the hype, it just lasts way longer. And they feel really good about their purchase. All right, the next thing you can do is to decrease the TTV, so the time to value. And what that means is basically, what is the time until they see their first win? Because the shorter this time is, the longer clients will stay. Okay, like if this happens within a week, they will stay for months. Okay, almost guaranteed. Okay, and so what we do is we launch QC, quick cash campaigns for our clients. Okay, so for example, let's say we're working with a fitness coach and they have a pretty large, like they have a decent audience size. So say they have like 1,000 or 2,000 followers on Instagram already, which is not amazing, but they have some followers. They've been posting content for a while. They have ideal prospects in their following, but they've actually never set appointments with their following. Like they've just never done it. So what you can go ahead and do now is, without even posting any new content, creating any new like steps of the funnel or redoing any of that stuff, you can actually go ahead, map out a DM process and set appointments day one, get access to the client's account and set appointments day one with their followers. And so now 2 days into working with you, your client all of a sudden sees new appointments on the calendar already. Can you imagine how amazing that feels? But I just paid money and I already have sales calls on my calendar that I can take it and make more. And that way they can actually recoup their investment first week or two. So very important. What can you do immediately? The next thing is the speed of progress. Okay. So some people make the mistake of taking on a client and they do the onboarding and they get them a couple of results at first, which is amazing already. But then what happens is the progress kind of just slows down. Okay. Like you're in the video creation process, say you're scripting and all that stuff. So you're sending them over scripts. They take like a week or two to just record them. And then they send you that footage back and then you take another week to like, get it approved and all that stuff. And then you go ahead and post it. And then once it's posted, the first couple of videos usually don't perform well anyway. And so, yeah, it's like a whole month has passed without really anything substantial happening. So the way we increase the speed of the progress is through calls. So for every crucial step in this process with the client, we set up a call. So we have a strategy call where we talk about what kind of content we want to create, who their audience is, who we want to target with the content and the ads and the product and a bunch of other stuff. We have a call right away. After that call, if you guys script for clients or ideate for your clients, then you go ahead and create some ideas or create some scripts. And instead of just sending them over to the client and waiting for them to read through and kind of like start to like them and maybe then start to record, what we do is we have a script call. So we actually do those scripts within a few days, like 2 to 3 days max. Okay, and we schedule another call. On a call, half an hour, we run through the scripts, we get on the same page with the client, make sure that they like them, and we make sure that they actually want to record these things. Like sometimes clients just don't like the script. That's why they just take so long to send the ideas. That's why they take so long to send the footage over. And so we do that. Then we either agree on a date when they will have to be sending the footage back, which is in a few days from then, because they can literally record their stuff same day if they actually like the ideas and the scripts. Or we actually set up a call where we help them record if we are, not actually filming for them. If you're filming for them, you obviously just go ahead, and film it and get that done. But if you're like me and you're actually not filming for your clients because your clients are on another continent and you're working basically completely remote, then you can at least help them with the filming process. You can, you know, help them set up with better cameras, help them set up better lights. Super easy if you're doing talking head videos anyway. But you can just speed up the whole process by doing more calls in the crucial steps where clients might struggle a little bit more and procrastinate even. Okay, so once we got this dialed in, we're already pretty far. Like, honestly, these few things right here will already increase your lifetime value by like easily double or more, if not even more if we include the expectations right here. Okay, this you're already doing better than 80-90% of people. But let's keep going because there are a couple more steps that might even surprise you. The next one won't, though, probably. Is just communication. You want to make sure you have good communication, you're active with the clients, you're checking in on them, you having maybe even bi-weekly check-in calls. That's what I like to do. You know, talk to them on a regular basis, because if you don't talk to them, you don't know what's wrong. Sometimes, like, if you have a month of no real communication between you and the client, you have no idea what's going wrong, you have no idea what's going right, you don't know how they feel, and you always want to know how your client feels. So on a weekly basis, what you can do is you can have a client dashboard, kind of like a traffic light system, where you have all your clients on a dashboard and you categorize them by red, yellow, and green. So they're green if they've been active. So they're green if you know what your clients are currently doing, if you know what's next with your clients, and they know it, and they have engaged with you, and you have communicated in the last few days. So let's say in the last 5 days. They're yellow if the clients are kind of confused and not doing what they're supposed to do. So yellow is when one of these are off, and red is when they neither are engaging or they have no idea what to currently do. Then yeah, they're in a bad spot, and you really want to attend to these clients. And so you can have a weekly check-in with these things. That you can rearrange the lights and make sure that in the client dashboard everybody's doing amazing. And if you see somebody who is not, then you go ahead and check in on them, and maybe even set up an extra call. Next thing is quality, like just the quality of service. Like, do your videos, does the content actually look good? Does it look like shit? Maybe. How does it look like? Is the quality good? Do you make the same mistakes over and over again that the client doesn't like? And yeah, just like, there's a difference between buying a Toyota and buying a Bugatti. Like, you feel the difference immediately. Does your service feel like a Toyota or does it feel like a Bugatti? Just ask yourself that, and I'm sure you already know things right now that will make it feel more like a Bugatti. Or maybe like an S-Class. Bugatti is like a sports car, but an S-Class, you sit in there, you feel nice as hell. Okay, so make sure that you have an S-Class that you're offering right there, and implement those things that just came to your mind by me saying, hey, make sure your clients feel amazing, and it feels like you're just delivering great service. Next one is results. I mean, look, it's kind of self-explanatory, but if you don't get your clients, like, you can do all of these things. If you're 4 months deep and your clients have spent like 6, 8, 12K on you, and you have made them like 0 sales, and you've just put out like 60, 70, 80, 90, like 100 pieces even of short form content, or a couple long form pieces of content, they still will leave. Like, this thing, there's no replacement for good results. Make sure that your clients make more money from your service, and make sure that if you're a couple months deep, you should definitely be able to show your clients a solid return on investment at that point. And if you currently do not know how to actually make your clients more money, and you're currently just doing content for them, then check out the video here in the description that will explain exactly how to do it. But you have to do it. There's no replacement for actually getting your clients good results. Next one is super important though. It's dependency. So let's say you're getting your clients amazing results. You're editing really great videos. You're building out an amazing funnel for them. They're making more cash. Amazing. They're making 10K a month from your service, 15,000, additional 20,000 a month from your service. Say you're charging like 3,000 to 4,000 a month for that. That does at the end equal out to quite a lot of money, tens of thousands in a single year spent with you. So some clients may come to the conclusion of like, this is amazing, good results and everything, and he's been amazing, but we're still spending quite a bit of money. And this will especially happen if the results aren't like completely blown the time they're putting into you, the money that they're putting into you out of the water. So if there's a huge discrepancy, say they're paying like 4,000, they're making 50,000, 100,000 a month back, you realistically won't have an issue with this. But if they spend like 4,000 a month on you and they're making 8K back, and they might be thinking, look, like, we're already making 8,000 with this, and we're paying this guy 4,000, which is like 48,000 in a single year. Is there any way we can cut him off? Maybe do this ourselves. And so that's when dependency comes into play. Well, this really depends on your service. But essentially, you just want to make sure that your clients couldn't do what you're doing for them completely by themselves. Like, there has to be some kind of part of it which they would have no idea how to do. Okay? And it will take them more effort to actually learn it and do it themselves, or hire somebody else, than for you to just continue doing it. And this also means that you just have to be great at what you're doing. Like, it's exceptionally great. Because even the most replaceable task being, the edits, if your edits are exceptionally well done and they really, really, really struggle with finding a editor that can keep up with your editing and the editing service that you provide, then it's already unlikely for them to just like go for an alternative, because their whole brand will crumble if the editing just all of a sudden looks like shit. Okay, then if we go further down the line, running the ads, if you also run their ads, then it's going to be even harder to find an alternative or do it themselves. If you then also do their appointment setting, so you're actually taking on a huge part of their sales in the business, meaning like you're setting the appointments, or you're having an appointment setter in the DMs who's getting your clients' appointments booked, and you go away and all of a sudden they have no appointments, meaning they cannot make money. Because even if they just set at a slightly worse rate, they probably will lose more money than if they just kept paying you. So you want to make sure that you have an exceptional service, and you want to make sure that you create some kind of dependency, that the client is just too much effort or too expensive, or they simply cannot replace you with somebody else or with themselves. That is super important. And last but not least is potential. Okay, now say you get your clients another, $10,000 a month in additional revenue, $50,000 a month. Cool. Is that it? Or can they see, is that it? Like, cool, okay, we got to 10, 15,000 now, like, we're chilling. Is that it? Or can we actually scale way higher? Can we scale this to 50,000? Can we scale this to 100,000 a month? Does the client see potential there? Does it, for them in their minds, make sense to continue working with you? Or do they all of a sudden now want to go with an alternative agency or somebody else who can promise them even higher results? So essentially, how much potential is there by working with you? Because sometimes, you get them amazing results. They get to a really good point with their agency, but now they see another agency who's promising better results, and they think, okay, we're already here now. That's been amazing, but how can we go further? And if you're not able to get them any further than that point, and if there's not much more potential left to be working with you, they might leave for somebody else. So you have to be able to take them to their first goal, say, fitness coach, get them to 10K a month, but you have to also know how to get them further. So 20K, 30K, 40, 50K a month. So you have to know how to actually adjust your service to their points of progress to be able to get them even further and get them to new heights. All these things combined will get you a high-ass lifetime value, with the first couple ones definitely being the most crucial up until here. The last two are kind of like, okay, if you now really want to keep clients for a long time, even going to be on 30,000 lifetime value per client to 50, 100,000 and plus, then those last two also have to be kind of dialed in. But yeah, man, do these things. You'll be walking around like Dagobert right here, counting cash, because your clients actually pay you a lot of money. But the simple answer to this right here, for your clients to pay you a lot more money, two things. You have to make your clients a lot more money, and you have to have an amazing fucking service. Okay, that is literally the two answers. So work on that. You will make more money by increasing your lifetime value than by closing and churning clients and investing then again so much time into acquiring more clients after losing them. And if you want to learn more about how you can actually do that, how you can make your clients more money, how you can deliver an amazing service, then just DM me on Instagram. It's in the description right here, and I'll see if I can help you out with that. But take care. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.